Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal.
What a way to start a game. Coaches always talk about from the opening whistle being locked in and being loaded and being ready to go. Taking the opening kick back for a touchdown. Man, it doesn't get better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Virginia Tech's offense takes the field to start this game off. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Offense set on first down.
Here we go. Hands.
He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And good. It's just a short game. Offense gets set for second down.
29 Philly.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He just missed the target on that. Got to put it on his body. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He working his way on the return up to the 40 before he stopped. The Hokies offense will go to work for the first time. Big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one. Because if you flip the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
These guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Dell. To the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. It looked like they could execute that. So the quarterback took his steps, put it on time. Great route receiver. Nice job securing it.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Going deep. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
4-2 Spider.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Floating away. He'll throw it. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. You have to imagine we're going to see a bit more of these designed runs as this game goes on.
No doubt. This is a guy that can run it. He can throw it. So what do? How do I stop it? Do I play pass? Do I play run? I mean, it's very frustrating to try to stop this kind of guy. And you see the explosive capabilities and making it happen on his own.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Petty. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To throw, it's Dell. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the returner will be brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense.
Easy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion.
2-9-5.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
The sure hands, it's Jean-Pierre.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Dell. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Build some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmaker.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
He's right on target. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give out of the gun. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Scanning the field, it's down. They'll run the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Fires on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Cal. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking downfield, it's Dell. They're trying to get to it. He makes the connection, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gives it to the back on the draw. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Valdez. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Dell. Trying to get to it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. He now has 53 yards rushing in this game, and he draws ever closer to 1,800 for the season. The shot that clears with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the shot to clear is headed quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Petty. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll try to run for it. Fighting off the defender. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got that. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Grab behind the line. It's Jean-Pierre. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's now up to 66 yards rushing in this one and closing in on 1,800 yards for the season. Dropping back, it's Dell. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Dell. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Handoff from the gun. Running with power. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. On a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He leaves it with his back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Dell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. On second down, just keeps firing. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
Flip.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the pass hits, picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Leaves it with the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
To the air, it's Dell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
Let's go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the... But no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Coming after him. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man, and I would too, by the way. You got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play. Set those feet first, then you give it to him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Might be looking to run. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch, called for and made. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Made some connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense.
Jackrabbit.
Got his man quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Ready,
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
cricket. Alert, alert.
They go to the ground. Oh, what a cut! And they corral him at the 2-yard line. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Got it.
1st down here for the offense. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Dell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Looking to pass. It's Dell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the option. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On the option. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
And that's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another